The Newsday continues here on One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. Senator Bong Go is expected to formalize his withdrawal from the presidential race sometime soon. Mayan Los Baños is reporting to us live over the phone to give us the latest. Mayan, hi. Any word on when Senator Go will head to the COMELEC to officially withdraw his bid?
Hi, Sean. Good afternoon. No details yet on when Senator Bong Go will formalize his withdrawal, but he insists that his decision is final. In fact, he says he is at peace with his decision to withdraw from the presidential race, although he said he's also hurting for his supporters who are counting on him. Now that he's out of the race, Go said he and President Duterte are looking to support a candidate who will continue the current administration's programs. Go has earlier said that he will support whoever Duterte endorses for next year's polls. Meanwhile, the Pusi faction of PDP Laban met today to discuss their next move. Faction President and Energy Secretary Alfonso Pusi says he respects Go's decision to drop out, but he said the party will move forward regardless of the prevailing circumstances. Sean, Secretary General Melvin Matibag assured that they will still campaign for their candidates in 2022. He also said they will endorse qualified candidates who are aligned to their fight against illegal drugs, corruption, and criminality. Sean?
Thank you so much for that update and stay safe. Mayan Los Baños reporting to us over the phone. Thanks, Man. Meanwhile, presidential aspirant Isko is welcoming support from either side of the political spectrum. During his visit to Nueva Ecija, the Manila City Mayor said he will also welcome endorsements from left-leaning groups such as Makabayan. The coalition had earlier clarified that they have yet to endorse any presidential bet for next year's elections.
Thank you very much. Botante rin sila ng Pilipinas. Pipili rin sila ng leader. At kung ako mapipili nila, salamat sa Diyos, salamat sa kanila.
And Google will not be running any political ads during the country's campaign period for the 2022 elections. This policy will apply to ads intended for placements on Google, YouTube, and other partner properties. Google says it will instead focus its resources on helping people access useful and accurate information. Other tech giants like Facebook and Twitter have rolled out similar initiatives. The official campaign season starts on February 8 and will run until May 9, 2022. One more senatorial bet is joining the Bongbong Marcos and Sara Duterte tandem for the 2022 elections. To tell us more, we have Dale De Vera reporting to us live from Gumaca in Quezon Province. Dale, hello. Can you tell us who this new addition is?
In the senatorial slate of the tandem Bongbong Marcos and Sara Duterte for 2022 elections. During the tandem's caravan in Quezon Province, both Marcos and Mayor Sara endorsed Jinggoy's candidacy for senator. Marcos noted the former senator's track record, saying that Jinggoy was only attacked by Malacanang during his term in Senate. Estrada faced a 183 million peso plunder case due to the pork barrel scam but was granted bail in 2017. Marcos and Jinggoy were both senators during 2010 to 2016. Recall that last week, Estrada's Pwersa na Masang Pilipino signed an alliance agreement with Marcos's Partido Federal ng Pilipinas and Mayor Sara's Hugpong ng Pagbabago and Lakas CMD. The parties previously agreed to announce their senatorial lineup on or before today. However, they said that they are still finalizing the list of candidates. The Marcos-Duterte tandem also met with youth and local leaders in the province. Lakas CMD Chairman Emeritus and former President Gloria Macapagal-Arroyo also joined them during their first two meetings. GMA's granddaughter Micaela was among the youth leaders present. After their caravan in Lucena, Bongbong and Sara went to Catanawan and in Gumaca, Quezon. Sean, even though it was supposed to be a tandem caravan or tandem visit, Bongbong Marcos left after going around Catanawan and skipping the event here in Gumaca. But tomorrow, Bongbong and Mayor Sara will be in Lipa, Batangas. Sean?
All right, thank you so much for that update. That was News 5's Dale De Vera reporting to us live from Gumaca, Quezon. We'll be back with more stories after this quick break. Keep it here on One News. still watching One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. Let's check in on COVID-19 stories from around the world. The WHO, or World Health Organization, warns countries against imposing blanket travel bans amid uncertainties posed by the Omicron COVID variant. The WHO said travel bans do little to prevent the spread of the virus. Instead, countries should apply an evidence and risk-based approach when implementing border restrictions. Japan has confirmed its first case of the Omicron variant. A man in his 30s arrived to Japan from Namibia and tested positive for the virus at the airport. The patient is now quarantined in a medical facility while the Japanese government tracks down his close contacts. The South African Medical Association warns that until all of Africa are fully vaccinated, more COVID-19 variants are likely to emerge. More of that story in this report from Bloomberg TV.
When we talk about vaccines, the vaccines we have now and some of the vaccines that are currently being developed or adapted for these new variants here, is this the world we're going to live in for the foreseeable future, that we're going to need either booster shots or new variants of the vaccines to keep us protected?
Well, until Africa has not been fully vaccinated, you will have to carry on with booster vaccines going forward. It's actually a no-brainer because most of the people living in Africa that are positive for and unvaccinated, especially the HIV positive unvaccinated patients, will be the people where you will see your new variants starting to evolve and with mutations. So to answer your question, for the foreseeable future, yes, you're going to have to get your boosters, and then we hope that whatever comes out of Africa would be able to be treated by the boosters until Africa has been vaccinated.
How are you thinking about some of the travel bans as well? Is that the appropriate course of action until we know more?
So again, at this stage, it's quite, it's very early to just put strict travel restrictions. I understand that each and every country would like to protect their people as much as possible. But you also need to say, just wait, let's just see what is going to happen. And once if we have figured out what is happening, then we start to say, okay, let's bring in travel bans or whatever you want to do. But in the meantime, what you should have done, or what the countries needed to do, is to encourage people to go back to the compulsory wearing of masks, the social distancing, what we also say, the ventilation. Get yourself vaccinated and stay away from crowds. That's actually the most better thing to do than just closing your borders. I'm quite sure the virus is in most of the countries in any case.
The health department logged 500 new COVID-19 infections today. The caseload stands at above 2.8 million, some 15,000 of which are still active. 9 duplicates were removed from the total count. The virus killed at least 167 more patients, bringing the death toll to over 48,700. 147 of the 167 were just reclassified from recoveries. Meanwhile, survivors are now at 2.7 million, with more than 900 new recoveries recorded today. 187 of those came from active cases after validation. 2.1% of 30,000 people recently tested for COVID-19 turned positive results. 3 testing labs were not able to submit data. Let's take a quick look at today's other top stories. The number coding scheme from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. takes effect in Metro Manila starting today. PUVs, Transport Network Vehicle Services, or TNVS, motorcycles, garbage and delivery trucks are all exempted from the coding scheme. The ban on light trucks in Magallanes, Makati, and North Avenue will also be implemented starting today. The Food and Drug Administration has approved Sinovac, Pfizer, Moderna, and AstraZeneca vaccines as booster shots for the general population. These will only be administered to those aged 18 and above. And in the weather, Tropical Cyclone Niato has intensified into a severe tropical storm as it approaches the Philippine area of responsibility. Niato was last spotted some 1,275 kilometers east of southern Luzon. The cyclone is expected to enter the PAR within the day and will be called Odette upon entry. For more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. Masks on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I am Sean Yao. We are One News.